The attacks on Iran in 2026 were the result of a complex combination of historical hostility, security fears, geopolitical rivalry, and escalating military tensions that had been building over decades rather than a single sudden decision. As relations between Iran and Western-aligned powers, especially Israel and the United States, have remained strained since the 1979 Iranian Revolution, which transformed Iran from a Western-backed monarchy into an Islami Jamhuri Riyasat that opposed American influence in the region and adopted a foreign policy openly critical of Israeli policies, leading to years of sanctions, diplomatic isolation, and proxy conflicts across the Middle East. A central issue behind the confrontation has been Iran's nuclear program, which Tehran insists is designed for civilian energy production and scientific advancement, but which Israel and several Western governments believe could be used to develop nuclear weapons capability, a possibility they consider an existential threat, particularly given Iran's missile development program and its support for armed groups across the region. And this suspicion intensified after repeated international negotiations, including past nuclear agreements, failed to produce lasting trust, with each side accusing the other of violations and hidden agendas. While intelligence reports and military assessments suggested that Iran was improving uranium enrichment technology and strengthening underground facilities, prompting fears that diplomatic solutions were losing effectiveness and that time was running out to prevent strategic imbalance. Alongside the nuclear issue, regional power competition played a major role because Iran has expanded its influence through alliances and partner militias in countries such as Syria, Iraq, and Yemen, creating what analysts describe as a network of deterrence, intended to surround adversaries and project power without direct war. A strategy largely coordinated through institutions such as the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, which oversees foreign operations and has been viewed by rivals as both a military and ideological actor, thereby increasing tensions not only with Israel, but also with Gulf countries that worry about encirclement and instability near vital shipping lanes and oil infrastructure, especially around the Strait of Hormuz, through which a significant percentage of the world's energy supply passes, making any confrontation with Iran a matter of global economic concern rather than just a bilateral dispute. Matters worsen through a gradual escalation cycle in which cyber attacks, targeted assassinations, maritime seizures, and proxy clashes replace direct warfare, creating a pattern where neither side declared open war, yet both prepared for it. And incidents linked to strategic sites, such as Al Udeid Air Base, raised alarm that regional skirmishes could quickly expand into multinational conflict. While political leadership on all sides faced domestic pressure to appear strong, limiting room for compromise and reinforcing hardline policies. And within Iran itself, economic hardship caused by years of sanctions, inflation, and restricted oil exports fueled internal unrest, which in turn made Iranian authorities more sensitive to foreign threats and less willing to show weakness, as governments under pressure often frame external confrontation as national defense to unify public sentiment. When military strikes finally occurred, some were reported near critical infrastructure and command-related areas in Tehran and other strategic zones, signaling that the objective was not only symbolic retaliation, but also to degrade logistical coordination, missile capabilities, and research facilities believed to contribute to Iran's long-term strategic reach. And such actions were justified by those carrying them out as preemptive self-defense aimed at preventing a future conflict under worse conditions. While Iran and its allies condemn them as violations of sovereignty and examples of coercive containment designed to halt Iran's technological and political rise, leading to retaliatory threats and limited countermeasures that further heighten fears of a wider regional war. Historically, the Middle East has often experienced conflicts driven by overlapping ideological, religious, and strategic narratives. But the Iran confrontation stands out because it combines all three: security dilemmas, technological competition, and rival visions of regional order, making it less about a single battlefield and more about influence, deterrence, and perception, where each side believes it is acting defensively, while the other interprets those same actions as aggressive expansion. A classic example of what international relations scholars call the security dilemma, in which measures taken by one state to increase its safety unintentionally threaten others, triggering reactions that escalate into confrontation.